This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Audible.com. Chris Wallace is going to call her out again. Now this time on her nonsense about Concord, where she mixed up Concord, New Hampshire and Concord, Massachusetts. Fun for everybody. Let's watch.
You're a tax lawyer, which may surprise some people. You're a successful businesswoman. But the rap against Michele Bachmann is that you say some, forgive me, flaky things. I want to run through a couple of them. One, in March, you told a crowd in New Hampshire this.
What I love about New Hampshire and what we have in common is our extreme love for liberty. You're the state where the shot was heard around the world at Lexington and Concord.
Lexington and Concord, New Hampshire?
Well, you know, after that, I promised I would never again use President Obama's teleprompter, and I intend to keep that promise.
Okay.
No. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. How does she blame President Obama for her being a dumbass? She doesn't know where the revolution started, and she's the so-called leader of the Tea Party in the House? Lexington and Concord, we've been over this. But the new part of it is, no, it was Obama's fault. Obama's teleprompter. First of all, here's what you have to understand about a teleprompter. It doesn't create things. You have to enter the text in it. So Michele Bachmann or her people put that in the teleprompter. It didn't magically appear there. And it's her teleprompter. It's not Obama's teleprompter. And if you read, hey, you know what? The revolution started in New Hampshire. If you know anything about American history, you say, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Let me correct myself. No, she just reads it like a robot because she doesn't know anything. She's got rocks in her head. The only thing she knows is no matter what the topic is, blame Obama. Oh, I'm a dummy? I'm flaky? You're right, you caught me. It's Obama's fault. All right, well, he's going to go after her one more time.
In 2010, you said this at a Tea Party rally.
Now the federal government owns or controls 51% of the private economy. We're on to them. We're on to this gangster government. And we are not going to let them have their way.
Briefly, what does gangster government mean? And secondly, our brain room, which is the Fox News research department, checked it out. They say if you add up all the companies that the U.S. government has a stake in, General Motors, Chrysler, Fannie, Freddie, AIG, and on, it only adds up to 1.3% of the private economy. Not 51%, 1.3%.
Well, the numbers that I had gotten were ones that I had read from a professor of economics who had said that we were over 51%. And that was something that was reported in Investors Business Daily, and that was my source for that comment. And I stand by that source that I cited at the time.
Yeah, I just stand by it. I mean, obviously it's not true. I mean, anybody with 2 bits of sense, 51% of the economy? Really? 51%? Who could possibly believe that? It turns out it's 1.3% maximum, according to Fox News. She's like, I don't know, it was some professor of economics, I don't even remember his name, and it was in some paper, so it must be true, so I stand by it. Come on, woman, please, can you at least say, hey, you know what, that was a professor that I quoted, I see what you're saying, it's possible the professor was wrong. No, but she doesn't have enough sense. So there's only 2 things she knows. I'm right, Obama's wrong. Audible.com is the leading provider of audiobooks. They've got 75,000 different titles. A book I've always meant to read but didn't have time for is Guns, Germs, and Steel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to it through Audible.com. Actually, if you're a Young Turks listener, you get a free audiobook at audiblepodcast.com/TYT.